Typo Negative versus Todd Snider. I know it sounds strange. 360 albums, Tourney, matchup number 2. So we've got Typo Negative's Bloody Kisses going up against Todd Snider's Happy to Be Here. A little interesting tidbit is I own both of those on CD, and I've owned them both since they were released, the year of their release. I also saw both artists in concert on their tours for those albums. Saw Todd Snider here at Lexington at Linus, and that's back when Sturgill Simpson and other members of Sunday Valley lived across the street from me, and I'm sure Sturgill was there, if not Gerald or some of his other housemates were. So let's start with Todd Snider. It's an interesting album. It's got some really good songs. He's very witty. If you see him live, he's a great storyteller. He really engages with the crowd. Like the song Just In Case. Check it out. It's a song about prenuptial agreements, and it's absolutely hysterical. Song Happy to Be Here at All. He's kind of an apolitical guy. Well, he's probably more left-leaning, but it's a good song. Check it out. I texted Partly Truth today and said that Lonely Girl sounds like the song Ryan Adams has been trying to write for about a decade or so. So that's Todd Snider. Now, one thing about this album is it sounded pretty good on shuffle, but at times it's a bit distracting, and the album isn't a cohesive album. He's got lots of different styles and kind of mixes it up, but not necessarily in a good way. It's like you can't really figure out what he's doing. It's kind of like a compilation album or a soundtrack, but it's the same guy and band. So that's going up against Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses. And I'm going to go ahead and be up front. That's one of my all-time favorite albums. Back in my early 20s, I used to listen to albums while I slept, and that was one of the albums I'd listen to. It is an album that has lots of songs that I can just really zone out to. I could literally do videos on each song on this album, including the strange fillers. But that's not what this is about. This is comparing it and contrasting it to Todd Snider's Happy to Be Here. So I'm glad Todd Snider's Happy to Be Here, but he's gone from the 360 albums tourney. Standout songs. On Todd Snider's Happy to Be Here, Lonely Girl stood out this time around, and so many stood out for Typo Negative. But when the title track came up, I texted Partly Truth and I said, Todd Snider doesn't have a chance. That song is like, that song could possibly be the best song in the brackets. I mean, that's a lot to say, but the title track, Bloody Kisses, may be the best goth song ever, up there with like Bela Lugosi by Bauhaus. I didn't say Bela Lugosi's what, because I don't want this video to get shadow bead. If you know, you know. So, let's see. To wrap it up, tell me what you think. Which album would you pick? Have you heard Todd Snider before? If not, check this album out. I think you'd really like it. I'm not throwing shade on it, but it's not Bloody Kisses. I could see Bloody Kisses going a long way. So advancing from the round of 360 albums to the round of 180 albums is Typo Negative's Bloody Kisses. Let me know what you think. Taste Man. Cheers.